Okay, hello. So we are looking at career evolution by age of the big Grand Slam winners. And this is a page with stats that are not mentioned almost ever. So let's have a look at that. So the key really is the at how many Grand Slams these people had at certain age. So we here see that the leaders to start with, the youngest ones who won their Grand Slams at the 18 years of age, Boris Becker, Mats Wilander, and Bjorn Borg. So they're leaders in terms of early age. They all started with 18 with their first Grand Slam. So Becker, Wilander, Borg. They really started early. Magnificent champions. Becker slowed down early, and Wilander, they got similar amount of slams, 6 or 7. Bjorn Borg was really the leader in this pack of those who are starting to win Grand Slams early at the age of 18 specifically, as he came to the age, to the number 11 Grand Slams at the age of 25, but then he stopped playing at 25, so his streak stopped there. Now, although Pete Sampras was the next big gun after him, you can't see any yellow fields indicating the record for that age, record number of titles for that age with Pete Sampras, because his 11th came at the age of 27 after Bjorn Borg, and his 12, 13, and 14 came at the age where he was older than Roger Federer. So Federer is the one who takes the lead at the age of 26, because he was the one who, at the age of 26, had more Grand Slams than anybody else before him, 12. So he set a record there. And briefly, at the age of 27, Rafael Nadal equaled Roger Federer. So they both had 13 Grand Slams at the age of 27. So perhaps at the age of 27, it looked like Nadal would catch up fairly quickly, but he did not really. And you can see here that Federer then just jumped from 12 to 17, from 26 to 32. Well, 31. He won his 17th Grand Slam at the age of 31, and that was the record that he kept up to the age of 31. So he held 17 for a long time. That was a big record. Well, not for such a long time in years, but in terms of age, once Nadal became 32, he actually had also 17 Grand Slams. So at the age of 32, just like at the age of 27, Nadal caught up to Federer again. And they both had 17 Grand Slams at the age of 32. And here, for the very first time, we have Novak Djokovic coming, not matching, but coming to the touching distance with Federer and Nadal for the very first time, because while they had 17 Grand Slams at the age of 32, he had 16 at the age of 32, touching distance, just one behind. And at the age of 33, finally, Djokovic catches up to Roger Federer, because Djokovic gets his 17th Grand Slam at the age of 33, just like Roger Federer. But this time Nadal takes a big leap, and he jumps all the way to 19 Grand Slams at 33. So he really was the leader at this age of 33. He was well ahead, two ahead of Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer. At the age of 34, we have now, for the first time, Federer dropped behind both Nadal and Djokovic, because now we have both Nadal and Djokovic at 20 Grand Slams at the age of 34. And you can say that Federer stays on 17 up to 35, and it's only in the year 36 he's got resurgent um, a year, and he wins two Grand Slams at the age of 37. He wins one more, his last one, and he finishes with 20. A few years after that, he would retire with 20. So let's go back to now, the 20 then. Age of 34, Nadal and Djokovic are both 20. Now they're the two new leaders of the career evolution by age. So we're talking about the record number of titles for a specific age. At the age of 34, we have Nadal and Djokovic both at 20 Grand Slams. At the age of 35, now Djokovic appears for the first time as the leader of the pack. And at the age of 34, he's got more Grand Slams than anybody else. He's got 21. At the age of 35, Federer has got 17. At the age of 35, Nadal's got 20. At the age of 35, Djokovic has got 21. So here he becomes the leader of the pack in terms of age and the amount of Grand Slams for that age. Now, once we come to the age of 36, this was the previous season for Rafael Nadal. This was 2022. For Novak Djokovic, this is the current season, 2023. So between Nadal and Djokovic at the age of 36, for Nadal, this is past now. This is gone. He cannot add any more Grand Slams to his previous season. But this is the current season for Novak Djokovic. So if Djokovic wins multiple Grand Slams in this season, 2023, he will become the sole leader on the list for the amount of Grand Slams for that age, 36. If he wins just one more, or maybe two more, he does tend to win multiple Grand Slams, and he wins Grand Slams rather than just the one. That is his habit. If that happens, he will be ahead of Nadal. Even just one more, he'll come to 23, and then Nadal will lose his yellow background in his field, which marks the record number of titles for that age. So if Djokovic wins at least one more title this season, so this is going to be exciting, explosive summer with 3 more Grand Slams coming up. If he picks up at least one more of those, he will become the sole leader at the age of 36 with 23 or more. That's the current situation. So Nadal is now at the age of 37, but then Djokovic is not 37 yet. So that will be the next season, 2024. So that's a bit too far ahead. Who knows what will happen a year from now? Too far ahead to comprehend or to be able to even to guess. So we are here sticking pretty much with Djokovic for a moment, because at the moment he's equaling the record of the record number of titles for the age of 36. And if he wins at least one more Grand Slam this season, he'll become the sole leader of the amount of Grand Slams he has at the age of 36, just as he was the sole leader at the age of 35. He had 21. So this is a statistic that's not mentioned very often, pretty much anywhere, as far as I could hear or see. So hopefully this sheds some light in terms of how these key players like Federer, Nadal, and Djokovic developed in terms of career evolution by age, particularly after the age of 30. And you can see that after this is for maybe for the next video. After the age of 30, Nadal has won 6 Grand Slams. After the age of 30, Federer has won 4 Grand Slams. Nadal has actually won 8, not 6. Apologies. After the age of 30, Nadal has won 8 Grand Slams. Federer has won 3 Grand Slams, and Djokovic has won, believe it or not, 10 Grand Slams after the age of 30. But more about that next time. So, all the best, and speak to you soon. All the best from Knowledge Ola.